there inside of Lumen Field in the Soto district of Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers, has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. Parkinson in motion. Stafford now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's able to get away from one man, and the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Stafford. A quick slant, and here's Adams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
They run over center with Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The motion man is Nakua. 2nd down, it's Stafford. This is caught 2. To the goal line and in. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Rams. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Now the try here for the point after. His kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
All right, Mike, so the NFL is all about answering. So you give up an opening drive touchdown, you fall behind late to start the game, and then your special teams becomes the spark. And this is going to set your offense up with excellent field position to get back and tie this game.
Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and And all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby. Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they go with Walker. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go again here with Williams. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. It's going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
3rd down. They need 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
(7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He'll locate Cup. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs.
1st and 10.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
At their 48-yard line.
2nd and 5. To throw again is Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for LA. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Rams offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward and will give him 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
First down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Stafford now. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He is having his way. Another big gain. This time 18 yards and a first down.
A couple of explosive runs here to start the drive. And now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So they go with a first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Darnold now to throw. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Walker, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
19-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be taken down. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That's called in on the left by Nakua. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka, and the Rams have a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
Man in motion is Smith. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 2. Here's Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard. Now, for him in...
And he's in. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Point after try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Rams will take a 14-6 lead.
14. Seahawks 6.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and 1. Darnold. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jared Hurst. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Darnold to throw. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Outline, it's a screen to cut. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Pass is completed to Cup. And he's close to another 1st down. He'll step out right at that 1st down marker.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
It is 2nd and a yard. Darnold to the air once more. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here's 1st down. Here's Darnold again. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Darnold to throw again. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Barner. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Now, second and goal. To throw again is Darnold. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Sense a little frustration there. It brings up third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up second and goal.
Now Darnold. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
And what a finish this is shaping up to be, Mike. They somehow get the late touchdown with very little time left on the clock. And of course now everybody knows what's coming. You've got to have your best 2-point, gotta have it played. You've been working on it all week. Let's see what they got.
The last touchdown, that was only half the battle. Now they've got to get the 2-point conversion to tie this game up. Here we go. One final play. And he is in. We are tied.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for two, get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
Jason Myers.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here is 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. A ball deep for the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete. But it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.